Huh?
Turist.
Tourist.
Hello.
Vlog.
The people are nice in Istanbul, I love it. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In this one, I will be covering the cost of living in Istanbul, and we're going to take a look at different categories such as the rent, market prices, the food, eating out, utilities, and etc. And in the end, I'm going to provide you an overall idea of how much would it cost you to live a comfortable life in Istanbul. So with that being said, let's do this. I am in a place called Bomonti in the central Istanbul. So this is actually a good spot for me to talk about the rents, because rents naturally are going to be your biggest expenses in the city.
For example, houses like this are traditional Istanbul homes, yeah? And the rents in these ones are cheaper. You turn this way, so these are the high rises, the newly built apartments. And in these ones, a lot of facilities, services attached to these buildings.
A one bedroom would cost you 4.5 to 5,000 Turkish liras, and that's a small size apartment, 40-50 meters in net. Something like this, so you're talking about between 2,500 maybe up to 3,000 liras, and that is because we are in the city center. If you go to outskirts of Istanbul, 2,500, 3,000 Turkish liras should get you something nice, something decent. Even in some areas up to 3 bedrooms, you can get it for those prices. Alright, now bills. Let's start with the cell phone subscription packages. I actually use Vodafone, and mine would cost me right around 100 Turkish liras per month. With that, I have 20 gigabytes of internet at least, unlimited calls, and this is because of my work and it's on the expensive side. Generally, the phone subscription packages starts from, 25 to 30 Turkish liras, which is like what, $5, $3? That's what it is for phone subscriptions. And for internet subscriptions, you're generally looking at 100 Turkish lira range. Bills, utility bills, it depends again how much you use, how big of your house. You should end up paying a couple hundred liras. But one thing you need to consider though is that during the winter months you will have the gas bill. For a couple of months it's going to be heavy. 3-4 months it is cold in Istanbul, but the rest is sunny and hot and decent weather, good enough weather. And then comes market prices, which I have covered in one of my previous videos. You can click up here or here, whatever that is, to go to that video. I can basically categorize these grocery stores into 3 sections: affordable ones, the mid-range one, the luxury ones, BIM, A101, or Shop. These are basically smaller yet affordable places.
How much is a banana?
The short banana, remember?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
How much is that? $2.20 or something like that. So groceries are actually quite cheap in Turkey. Turkey is a country where the agriculture is quite developed.
Alcohol is very, very expensive.
From time to time, you can find some affordable stuff like that. Jack Daniels, 210.
All right, now we have this little beauty with us. Meat, alcohol, and imported stuff are crazily expensive. So the advantages are basically vegetables, fruit, bread, the locally produced stuff, not too crazily expensive either. Okay, this is Kaj.
What is this style? Look at his smile.
What are you doing, man?
So what is a comfortable price for 2 people to eat out in a nice restaurant like this?
Drinks included? Well, it depends. I mean, roughly from, if you're going to a fancy place, you're going to end up spending with a few glasses of wine warmer.
No wine, man, just meals. What the heck are you doing? You filming yourself?
I'm filming you.
You filming me? Why are you filming me?
Anything around 150 to 250.
Alright guys, you got your answer from the famous and handsome guy, Kaj. A good enough restaurant should cost you nothing more than 150 to 200. If it's costing any more than that, either that restaurant is
Overpriced or very good, huh?
yeah, exactly.
So, Al, are you enjoying your food?
It's quite nice. This is actually salmon. 70 to 75.
Are you enjoying your new cameraman? Look, I've got some skills, man.
Are you the new cameraman now? Wild lemon, wild
Nice.
lemon. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Alright, so taxis definitely are not expensive in Istanbul. Start from 5 Turkish liras, the taxi meter. And for each kilometers, they charge you for 3 Turkish liras. I actually have a lot of friends who are using taxis, daily transportation means. Because in the central Istanbul, most places are close to each other. So it's not going to cost you much to get from one place to another. You get in, you get out, regardless of how long or how far you travel, you'll end up paying 13 liras. And they're being recorded, you know, then you can pay with your card and etc. Teşekkürler. Whew, okay, that was that. Thank you. So I ended up paying 13 lira, 13.95. Oops. Taxis in Istanbul are generally pretty cool, but you gotta be careful with the taxis though. Sometimes you might end up, you know, getting scammed because Istanbul has a lot of taxi drivers. I mean, you're talking about, I don't really know the real numbers, but at least 20, 30, maybe 40,000 cab drivers. Expecting all of them to turn out nice is actually very naive. So you have to be careful where they're taking you and etc. So one good tip for that would be you either use the application or you use the location, I mean the geolocation, your GPS, to see where you're going to not to get charged extra. Okay guys, let's talk about the public transportation. I have to say upfront that Istanbul has actually a pretty good public transportation system. You're talking about the trams, the ferries, the metrobus, the bus, you know, you name it. And for all of that, you need this Istanbul card, and it will only cost you 6 Turkish liras, and full fare is 3.5 Turkish liras. So all in all, it's affordable, but not every transportation mean will cost you 3.5. Some will cost you more depending on how many stops that you go. Okay, so let's cut to the chase. I hear you guys saying, you know what, Aladdin? You provided us information about the food, the groceries, the rent, the this, the that, but simplify everything for us. How much would it take me to live in Istanbul comfortably? Well, in my opinion, if you are one person and you want to live in the city center of Istanbul, $1,000 range should be good. Anything less than that is of course affordable too. But we're talking about 2 people right now, right? So you're asking, how much would it take 2 people to live in Istanbul city center comfortably? Don't go anything below than 10,000 Turkish liras. That should be the minimum for the city center. 15,000 Turkish liras is really the sweet spot, and that is right around $2,000. So $2,000, $1,500, maybe even up to $3,000 is sort of like a sweet spot for 2 people in the city center of Istanbul. Whereas on the outskirts, $1,000 will be good enough for 2 people. Obviously, the reason is because of the rents. Rents are cheaper over there. You know, the restaurants and all sorts of services and etc. So $1,000, right around that 8,000 Turkish liras for 2 people. And that is like really how much people can make. I mean, if you're working in Istanbul, the lowest salaries start from 3,500 to 4,000 Turkish liras. So any kind of job should get 2 people an income of 8,000 Turkish liras, which would at the end of the day be enough to have an okay enough, to decent enough life on the outskirts of Istanbul. Anyway, so thank you very much for watching this video. If you like this video, don't forget to click the subscribe button and also click the bell icon there. There is one which helps me notify you each time I upload a new content. Also like the video, and if you have any suggestions and recommendations, please comment them down below. I read those comments, and thank you very much. See you in the next one.